We live in a world of information. Computers, the web, search engines have all become an indispensable part of our daily lives and have transformed the way we create and share knowledge in everything from education, healthcare and business to media and communications. Informatics is a field of study around the issues of people and information technology, and the University of Iowa's graduate program in Informatics focuses research on transforming information into knowledge.
Informatics is dramatically important in how we approach very complex problems that face the world these days. The generation of new information in almost every discipline is so vast that we need the skills and the expertise and the techniques that informatics can bring to bear.
Informatics is essentially the study of information, technology, and people. In contrast to information technology, informatics focuses less on the technology and more on information. Working from a multitude of disciplines, informaticists apply IT and computing to real-world problems and issues.
It's applied computing. That's basically it. The idea being that we have this incredible amount of data, which is easy to collect, cheap, but people don't necessarily do anything useful with it. Turning that into actual knowledge that you can do something with is the part where we come in.
Informatics covers a wide variety of research, from programming and database work to information architecture.
Information is only valuable if you can find it. If Google gives you 75 million results for something, you're not going to look at 75 million. You might look at the first 20, which is what research shows. But there is an unbelievable amount of information there, and it's very valuable information. What my main concern is how to make these finding aids more usable.
Informatics also examines the algorithms behind familiar tools like search engines.
In the setting of library, you have a lot of access points. You can search by author, you can search by subject, you can search by publisher. So these are the information that people will search for. So that's also part of the information architecture. How you organize the information so that you can access in an easier way.
You collect a lot of source information, whether it's population studies, whether it's just large numbers of blood pressure readings, and then you start using machine learning and data mining techniques to just see if you can discern patterns out of that.
The ability to extract useful information from vast amounts of data is especially relevant in healthcare.
There was a drug whose correlation to middle-aged men having heart attacks 6 months later was only discernible by analyzing large amounts of data. The idea here is that some of this information is only identifiable as effectively an information mining exercise.
Because of Iowa's strength in the medical and health sciences, the informatics program is well suited for health informatics research.
Much of my work is about studying the process and outcome of healthcare. So on this model of moving data to information to knowledge, a lot of what I produce from healthcare records for insurance claims are used to inform clinicians about what are better ways to practice medicine.
Despite rising healthcare costs, the U.S. still leads in medical innovation. And with a new administration intent on modernizing healthcare, Iowa's informatics students will play an important role in tomorrow's information-centric world.
To create systems that allow us to pull data together to make more intelligent decisions. That's the kind of problem that a health informaticist coming through this program can approach and help people solve. And it's very important work.
We spend a lot of time, bring in your own data set. Tell me what you're interested in, and we'll spend the semester attacking it and pulling knowledge out of it.
In addition to health informatics, Iowa's commitment to interdisciplinary work makes the UI an ideal place for meaningful research in the fast-growing field.
One of the things that we are particularly strong at the University of Iowa is our interdisciplinary work. So we use that sort of perspective to bring together the strengths of individuals with a variety of different experiences, techniques, skills, expertise, disciplinary interests to address various questions that are of current interest in the world.
Science these days is not really siloed. Science is dramatically interdisciplinary. And because of that, I think the Iowa Graduate Program in Informatics is truly well positioned to become a leader in this area.
To learn more about informatics at Iowa, visit grad.uiowa.edu.